All right, Coach, we've seen this happen a couple times this year where you're tied late, but you found a way to get that late goal and get a win. So first off, can you just talk about Danny's goal and the play that led up to that?
Yeah, well, we were putting a lot of pressure on them, really for much of the second half, and ball got to our back line. Jake serves the ball in. We hunt it well. Solly gets up, puts a challenge on it, occupies the keeper. Ball falls to Danny, and Danny shows a lot of composure and buries it.
And you've gotten Pat's scored his share, more than his share of goals early on this season, and Joe Sullivan's got 4. But Danny's a guy. I mean, I think it's a product of your offense that just different guys can step up, and a lot of your goals are a result of good team play. But I mean, Danny's a fourth-year guy that he's just kind of always been a steady player for you, has he not?
Huge player, huge player. He scored a lot of big goals, a lot of game-winning goals. But tonight, he really willed his team to victory. This was one of the best performances I think he's had. And it wasn't all, the soccer wasn't always there for him, but he put in what we call just an honest effort, both sides of the ball. It was very apparent to anyone watching how much Danny wanted to win this game, and he controlled what he can control. So it was really fitting that he ended up getting the game winner for us.
And then I wanted to ask you about Jacob Roth. I don't remember if the goal tonight was a set piece, but it was a long ball that he played in. He's your guy on a lot of set pieces and things. Can you just talk about what he brings? He's able to serve a ball into a dangerous area like that.
Yeah, his service is really dangerous, and he's got all kinds of different services. He can shape a ball in a lot of different ways, and it brings another element to our attack for sure. So I think maybe one of the big differences between this team and last year's team is it's another significant prong to the way we can score goals, rather than to have to build it all the way through. And as teams get more compact, we can get at them a little bit quicker, as we did tonight, and before they get set in, and get them that way.
And then last thing I would ask you about, Ryan Houghton didn't see a ton of shots on goal, but I know sometimes maybe that's a little more dangerous because so I know sometimes keepers have talked about you're more sharp the more you face or the more early shots you face. IPFW didn't put a lot at him early on, but obviously they were pressuring late, and he had one big save off a header off a cross, and then had a lot of diagonal balls and things he had to break up in traffic. And just talk about what you saw out of Ryan and his play tonight.
He managed the game really well. I do think that these games are sometimes tricky for the keepers to stay sharp, and you know that you're going to end up having to get called on at some point during a 90-minute match, and he did, and he stood up and came on a couple crosses really well. He's dominant, got possession for us when we needed it, and very solid performance from him.
And now you've got close to a week off. Your next match is not until next Tuesday at Cleveland State. What do you look to do here with this kind of a extended little break here, or longer than usual at least?
Yeah, well, we were just talking about that as coaches. What we're going to do is get better. I actually think this is a really good performance for us, one of our more comprehensive performances of the year, to be honest, from the back line, starting with Ryan Houghton, all the way to the forwards, ball movement, defensive shape, defensive sharpness, passing. It was really good, but it's still, this is a process, and this group can get better. So that's really the focus before Cleveland State.
All right, sir. Thank you very much.